What's up, everybody? Michael Silva here to do some technical analysis on the S&P 500. We are looking at the SPX. We're going to go ahead and look at a couple different time frames today, the daily and the 30-minute time frame. We're going to map out support and resistance and follow up on yesterday's video just to see how the price interacted on the levels that we picked out. This will be the last video that I do here in Arizona. My vacation is coming to an end and I'm heading back to the house, to Sacramento, tonight. All right, let's go ahead and hop into it. All right, so we are here on the daily time frame looking at the S&P 500. The market has just closed at 31.15, basically 31.16. Had some interesting price action. It does look likely that after these big three moving days, it looks like the price will be coming to test the 31.50 level here. That is the bears camp, that rectangle, just the entrance of it. Now, if we move higher into that 3,200 level is going to be tested, or basically, 3180 if you want to be more specific, to 3,200, kind of a zone there. And that would be the retest of the island reversal candle pattern that we've been talking about, that some people are saying was the market top here in June. Guess time will tell to see if that is actually the case, or if we blow through it and head to an all-time high, which is past that 3,400 level. As far as the support goes, we have the green rectangle down here. That is the bulls camp. And we have the 200-day period moving average, the 50-day period moving average, and the price action on this pull back really just touched right down on 3,000 and it started moving higher fairly quickly within these last three trading sessions. Let's go ahead and hop at the 30-minute time frame just to get a good sense as to where the price action is going and map out some support and resistance areas. All right, so this blue vertical line is where the day started today, and we moved forward from that point. This is on the 30-minute time frame, so each candle that you see here represents 30 minutes of data. Now, as you can see, we had a little bit of a gap up today, and then it kind of went up higher and then pulled back, and then kind of just went sideways through the remainder of the day. Yesterday, we pointed out three different areas of resistance. Those three areas were 3150, and then we marked out these two levels right here, 3130. We called it 3130, which was basically the window close. We rounded up just a little bit just to make it easier for us. And as you can see, the price did get hung up right in that window. As you can see, it first came up, got rejected, moved further down, then it broke above it, meaning that it created this as support. Now, the price is literally sitting right on it. So it's going to be, I guess I just call it support just because it is sitting right there on it. As you can see, the last 30-minute candle really came up and touched as you can see, the window, the top of the window right here where this candle wick is, and then it really just tapped right on it and then really started moving down further. Now, we mentioned this yesterday. We said, hey, this could be a potentially good fade opportunity if we see a nice move up, and then it overextends up into here, and then you might be able to fade into it. Well, really what happened is we saw it kind of go sideways long, which is somewhat bullish, but in the last hour of trading, you did see it go from basically down here, a low of 31.15, and it kind of extended up here to the 31.28. So it did make somewhat an aggressive move towards the end of the day. And I mean, if you did fade it at that 31.30, you were quite successful going into the close, that's for sure, because it went all the way from the top of the window all the way back down to the bottom. Now, as far as where it's going to be tomorrow, let's just go ahead and map out some support and resistance areas that we can kind of get a good idea. Now, these ones are going to all remain active. This was once a resistance. Now that it broke above it, we're going to act it as support. So we're going to call it 31.15. It could be technically a little bit lower, 31.12, but let's just call it 31.15. It's a little bit easier to remember. This is still going to be the area of resistance, 31.30. And then 31.50. Now, as far as an area of support goes, we're going to go ahead and say it's going to be 31.04 for an area of support. Now, you can call it 3100 if you'd like. Just makes it easier to remember. The reason why I think it's going to be 31.04 here is because the day opened up, it touched down, came back, acted as support right throughout here. And if you look in the history of the chart, you have specific candles that just touched right on it right here. Then you had it as resistance right here, support throughout this range. So this 304 to 3100 really is acting like a strong level of support now. It's going to be interesting to see where the market opens up tomorrow. We did have this subtle pull back into the area of support. Now, keep in mind, sometimes when the market doesn't want to test support and resistance, we see those type of gap ups or gap downs. So we will see how it plays out tomorrow when it opens up. But I would say keep an eye on these levels, the 3100, let's call it, to 3150 15, and then the areas of resistance are going to be the top of that window, 31.30 up to 31.50. It does seem likely that the price wants to come and test that 31.50, so I still think that that might be a good area to do like an intraday short trade, but overall the market does seem like it wants to move higher, so just be careful, be aggressive if you are shorting the market. If you're going long the market, this, man, I wish I would have had my trading set up and everything around me at the 3,000, because that would have just been just a glorious trade. I could have bought some SPY calls right here, or just individual stocks right down in this range that are part of the S&P 500. And man, these last 3 days, it's just been a nice run up. So keep in mind, got a lot of bullish momentum going into tomorrow. Very interesting price action towards the last 30 minutes of the day. That's all I really have for you guys today. I will see you on tomorrow's video when I'm back in Sacramento. See you later.